Today I'm going to show you the best way to earn high yields on Solana. If you like passive income, then you're going to love this channel, so make sure you subscribe to it. Drop a like on this video, I'd greatly appreciate it. Okay, in my opinion, the best way to earn yield on Solana is to go to Orca. So we're going to go to Orca, www.orca.so. And you need to have some Solana in your wallet. I'm using a Fantom wallet. If you go to pools, a couple of my favorites to get into are the Solana USDC pool. That's pretty stable for when the market is going sideways or for accumulating in a bear market. The one I really like right now is W wrapped Bitcoin Solana. So let's take a look here. So if you do a full range position, you're going to earn very little yield. So if we do a custom range position, if we do plus 3% and minus 3%, that means that Bitcoin and Solana, that pair, wrapped Bitcoin compared to Solana, has to stay in this range where 640 Solana would, between 640 Solana per Bitcoin and 608 Solana per Bitcoin. This would earn us a yield of 0.5% per day. So every day you would earn 0.5%. Now if we were to tighten this range, we were to tighten the range up, if we came up here and did like maybe 1% on both sides, that the yield would go up quite a bit. That would go all the way up to almost 1%. What I am doing is I'm bringing it down to about a +5 and a -5. So if you look at the chart, let's go to what are we on now? A 1 hour. Let's go to a 4-hour chart. You kind of want to get to the tops and the bottom. So here at 665 Sol per Bitcoin, and then down here to about 600 Sol per Bitcoin, maybe a little under we'll go. We're still going to get almost 0.25% per day, and that's the range it's been in for about 9 days so far. So you can get 0.25% per day, and then you would put in 60%, almost 61% wrapped Bitcoin, and the other 40% in Solana. Another pool that has some correlation is the Jupiter pool and Solana. You could get a pretty good APR here if you went with like the 4-hour chart, and then you kind of adjusted this to get the tops and the bottoms of this range. You can stay over 0.25% per day, and both of those tokens I think are I'm very bullish on for the future. Now let's see what other pools there are. Griffin, GIRIF, Griffin. You can do the test Griffin pool in Solana, and this is going to get you quite a bit more yield. The only problem with this is it's a lot more volatile. If we take a 4-hour chart, you can see how Griffin is pumped compared to Solana over the last day or so. If you go to the daily, it's going to be a different story. The range is going to look mighty a lot smaller than it would look on the 4-hour because it has pumped the last day or so. So if we were to adjust the range down, you're still at 3.8% with that big of a range. So say we came all the way here to 38%, and then we came over here, we went plus 21%. That kind of gets this range. You're still earning 2.46% APR per day. That's per day. So that's a very good yield. The only problem with this is it's going to be so much more volatile than having two higher market cap coins like Solana and Bitcoin, or Solana and Ethereum. One more thing I wanted to touch on is that if you do a Solana USDC pair, if you have all Solana, or almost all Solana, if you did like 90-10, you could kind of dollar cost average out. As the price of Solana goes down, it's going to be buying more or selling into USDC. The same way, the opposite, you could do an almost all USDC pool pair, like 90% USDC, and then you would dollar cost average buy in as you're going up in price, if that makes sense. So if that doesn't make sense to you, just leave a comment and I can go over that a little bit more. But if you had like 90% Solana, you'd be selling down into all USDC, and then at the bottom of the range. And if you had almost all USDC, you would be selling dollar cost averaging into Solana as you go up in price. And one thing, this site Orca has been around since the last bull market, so they've made it through a full bear market. So this is one of the sites I trust the most to earn yield in. I am interested to see what other sites you guys are earning yield on, so if you can drop those in the comments. It doesn't have to be on Solana, it could be in any other network. And any low cap gems that you guys are interested in, please leave those in the comments as well. As always, thank you for watching and have a great day.